Alright, welcome back everybody, let's play Spongebob Squarepants. We've got Revenge of the Flying Dutchman for the GBA. Now, I apologize for the last episode, it's actually slightly shorter than I thought. I thought it was 20 minutes, instead it was just 17. But, starting this level would have taken up too much time to sticking to that one episode. So anyhow, it's on to the first level of Jellyfish Fields, tutorial of the story. As always, we're going to have our trusty boots equipped. First thing we see is Patrick. Oh, there's a little barely audible sound effect when he switched up that jellyfish. Oh, I don't worry about those doubloons up there. We'll worry about them later. So naturally, Jellyfish Fields is something of a big place, and it has many, oh dear, the sun's bugging out. I wonder why. And it loops around. It also has mini jellyfish, as one might expect. This area is making the game lag ever so slightly for some reason. By the way, this place looks really pretty. Look at this. It's actually one of the prettiest backgrounds in the game, I think. Anyways. Elephant emulators let you disable layers. Always do make sure in this level, though, to check around everywhere up and down. Because there are many doubloons hidden in higher up areas and in branches and whatnot. They are achieved from platforming on the coral, as well as some arrows right up there, which you cannot yet reach, but you might have noticed that there is some float bubble soap down there below me. And that's how we will achieve that. To do that, we must run on through here. This level's layout isn't actually that confusing. It's not very huge, but it is something you have to learn. I don't know, just to tackle it effectively. Well, I'm going to rodeo soon enough anyways. Whoa, what? You know, I never really understood why it was that video game characters in so many games aren't actually capable of flying unless... or, not flying, aren't capable of simply running unless they get special shoes. And it seems that the implication is that they just have such bad footwear that they can't afford to run. Otherwise, that's not where I want to be. They simply can't afford to run in their normal shoes. Or maybe those shoes are just expensive and they don't want to ruin them or something, I don't know. No, don't pick that up. Ooh. You might have also noticed that there are friggin', oh no, 250 doubloons in this place. It's not as daunting as it might sound. There are doubloons everywhere. Hey, is there like sky doubloons somewhere? There we go. You need to keep your eyes in the sky in this place. And there we go. Stepping stones. And then we get led to this little area that exists purely for the jellyfish reveal. And for some reason it forces me to read the sign every time. So let us achieve a grand total of 7 underwear for the first time. This is more than we could even ever get in Battle for the Bikini Bottom. It's exciting. Let's see if we can get 3 lives while we're at it, actually. Pretty sure I picked up all 60 doubloons last time I went to this area. Well, I might have been all 80 in the next area's jellyfish area, I'm not too sure. I do plan to do the next area in this episode as well. Generally speaking, I do 2 areas in a level, or an episode, and if one of those happens to be a minigame or boss fight, it looks like. Since levels precluding minigames and boss fights seem to be longer than others. Since the level precluding a boss fight will be the last in an area, and thus the hardest, usually, / slash longest and whatnot. And most daunting, although the carnival or whatever it was called wasn't actually like that at all. Last episode, but oh well, I guess. Whatever. Let's go! I got it says I finished before I actually finished it, crossed the finish line. Yay, 1-ups, even if it's only 2. 7 pairs of underwear. Undergarments in never before seen quantities applied to a sea creature such as myself. Alright. Well, with that having been accomplished, I don't really have a reason to not just go down. That's the easier solution. I can still see Spongebob's cheeks when he's crouching. They're very vibrant. Alright. So before we head on to the next area down low and to the left, let's explore what it is that there happens to be over here. And that requires me to get the strong level again. Wonderful. Don't think I can crawl into that jellyfish. I'm gonna actually try to conserve my health now, since getting it back is actually gonna be kind of a pain. It also looked like Sandra was actually looking at the jellyfish that was passing by. How interesting. Move! Go away. Ah! I said go away, darn it. Okay, now that we have that, let us accomplish what we had wished to accomplish. And it's just bounceable into blooms. Actually, you can get through this area if you have these boots that I have. You can actually get through this area without. What's it? Why did I fall out? You actually get through this area without the bounce but it's fine. Because you can just jump up here like that. But whatever. Yeah, extra life. And underwear. I'd like to have such a thing. What the? What the? Huh? I totally didn't just stand right on spikes. Okay. And once again, if you feel like it, you can restock completely on underwear in this area. I've lost 30 lives. Yes, there are many doubloons to be found in the sky of this one particular area for some reason. I don't know why. But this is the reason I say always look upwards. It's kind of tedious, all in all. Oh. Look at that. What's this here for? It's there for a reason. I have a feeling that a lot of people have trouble finding this one key, actually. I think I had a lot of trouble finding this red key. Screw it. A few times myself. Since it's just so kind of out there, all the way up here. So I always recommend that you look around as much as you can, even if you're not going for all the doubloons, because the keys can just be stuck in the most odd of places sometimes. Boom. Oops. we still have a ways to go, I guess, for getting rid of balloons. Stopped. Flying this game is so awkward. No! Stop it! No! Ah. Man, this game is lagging a little bit. I guess it's just because I'm recording, too. I'm pretty sure you pretty much... Yeah, you pretty much need the strong roll to do anything at this point. But yeah, the game doesn't normally lag like this, so I have the frame skip set to 1, and I have the filter on. I guess doing all that while recording is just too much. Go away! Go away! Thank you. Oh, actually... Oh, well, I will pick that up happily. As well as this. Yep, it's lagging. But I'm not going to continue on throughout until... God. I went on down here. Because this area loops around on itself. Whereas the next area will just kind of lead me to the end, or back to the beginning. I like the music here. It's very Jellyfish Fields-like, I think. Casual and whatnot. Why am I not... I think the frame rate's making the game not accept my inputs now. Because I'm not jumping all the time when I try to. And this isn't like split second trying to jump before it's too late type stuff. It's being on the ground the whole time and trying to jump and not die. By the way, keep in mind, there are some doubloons right here that you can't actually see. Up in this area. Don't miss them. No, if you're wondering how I just randomly make stuff visible and invisible like that, like this, I just have certain key shortcuts bound to my emulator to make layers disappear. Because it has certain practical uses, like what I just did now. Alright, so I have the strong bubble again, and we are well prepared to head on up. Well, even if all our underwear hasn't survived this journey, it's still being very useful to us, I think. You probably would have died otherwise. How much underwear we've lost, actually. We lost at least 3. Pick that up. And don't let go of your strong bubble just yet. It might be tempting to conform to normality and pick up that normal bubble, but this is here. And with that, we have all of an actually in the normal bubble now. And with that, we have all the doubloons here in Jellyfish Fields, so ta-da! Duck. Stand up. First place bowling trophy. Flying Dutchman sure had some interesting hobbies, alongside being a pirate. Alright, so that's not the last of what we're going to do with this episode. We have It's the Jungle out there as well. Once again, not a bad level. But, so it's called It's the Jungle out there, but it seems quite clearly based on Kelp Forest. I'm pretty sure that the area that they ended up in that Magic Conch episode was called Kelp Forest, at least. By the way, this background right here, I really don't like the look of it. It looks really lazy to me for some reason. Anyways, this is something I felt like pointing out. Yeah, it's easier to make my point if I actually make it be the only thing visible on the screen. Nope! Watch out for boulders in this place. This is one of those areas where boulders will just kind of decide to come out of nowhere for some reason. Oh, the lag. Okay, screw this. 1 second. There. Yeah, now the video might look a little bit more choppy as a whole now, but this means that it's not gonna have the sound lag or anything. So, if you guys prefer that the video be choppy, but without sound lag, or if you prefer that it have the occasional lag while not being choppy, just go ahead and tell me. Hey Squidward. Club Squidward. Hey Squidward. Hey Squidward. Yeah, I don't know if you guys would have any preference. Or I can just avoid this whole lag issue as a whole if I don't use this filter. So that things look like this. But I have been told earlier that the filter is something that is desirable, and the filter actually looks really nice in this game, I think, so... do please give your opinions, if you have them. So I know that I'm not making a decision with the interface of my emulator that's gonna piss people off. I'm not gonna go in there yet. And this is why. This is a pretty linear level, actually, and I'd expect it to be a bit more open and like easy to get lost in, since it's in kelp forest. But oh, I expected that to hit the ground beneath me. Darn it. But just trying to not piss people off, basically. Anyways, yes, I do wish that... I'm not sure I really wish the space was more open, because that'd make getting all into balloons and whatnot a bit more of a pain. But it's something what I had expected. It's not really how I would envision the level design for an area such as this kind of video game. I'd expect something more like, the kelp forest from Balcony Bottom. By the way, I don't remember if there's anything of importance down here or not. Oh, there's underwear. I would like that, actually, so I'm gonna spend a moment picking that up. Just get one more, I guess. So I'm not spending a ton of time grinding for undergarments, but it is practical. More bubble. I like how you can see, like, all the trees and whatnot, though, and just how covered the forest is from here, and or jungle. I like the views that they gave you. I mean, overall, I like the design of this place a lot, and I don't mind the level. It's just, I'd expect something to be a bit more, like, something that feels a little bit more labyrinthine, even if it's not. Kelp Forest and Balcony Bottom, I mean, it was ultimately kind of linear, but with how you had certain parts, like, how the second area, where you had all the stone teepees to deal with, because that was circular and whatnot. That's just what I'd expect from such a place. Kind of like how for Jellyfish Fields I expect something really wide and open, because they're fields. By the way, if you move left or right while crouching, the camera won't pan down, which is kind of annoying. The camera will pan down if you just hold down for a little bit. And we already have 85 of, or 87 rather, of 100 of balloons. This isn't a very long level. I was actually kind of surprised by how quick I got through this earlier today. And now we come across the Jellyfish Rodeo for some reason or another. Well, Yes, I know how to do it by now. I've found it in, I think, every single level so far. And once again, you can see that all the canopies and whatnot from here. I like it a lot. Although, I don't know, I think that the entry point for the Jellyfish Rodeo in this area is kind of high up. But looking down on all the canopies like this feels kind of weird. I mean, especially since I'm looking down at them at an angle, it feels like I'm going up a giant hill. For the Jellyfish Rodeo right here. Just kind of awkward. Seems like kind of a stylistic inconsistency where all the other... There's underwear right here. All the other Jellyfish Rodeos had a background that was actually like facing you instead of being viewed at an angle like this one. I wonder how many different people worked on the art for this game. I wonder if, like, all the backgrounds, I'd imagine that one person made all the backgrounds for this. GBA games just tend to kind of be like that. They don't have very big development teams. Development teams have grown in size. Oh no! That's what happens if you die, just in case anyone was wondering. I had all spool underwear anyways. And I guess I don't really need the lives. Oh, where is that strong soap? But yeah, video game development teams have been quite small. In earlier games like this one, so... Not this is like a really primitive game or anything, but... Just one of the earlier... I guess not. But still, development teams were smaller than they are now. And you don't have such a ridiculous number of people working on it like you did in something like GTA 5. I think that was... I don't even remember how long the credits were for that game, like 45 minutes. But I won't delve into that in a Spongebob video. Or probably not in any of my videos, but whatever. So I'd imagine that one person made all the backgrounds for this game and whatnot. And then one person made all the sprites or something like that. I don't know. And you want the art style to look consistent too. And a good way to accomplish that would be to have an artist. Well, I'm floating. Cool. Duck. And it's a parrot statue, and I guess that makes sense for a pirate. For a cliche, stereotypical pirate. Anyways, this time I know that it's been 20 minutes in this episode, and you know what? Forget it, I can do this minigame. I haven't actually practiced this level, but oh well. And by the way, the next episode very well might be the last, if I do this. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be the last. Alright, so yeah, you need to get used to the movement of Jellyfish net in this level. Because you're moving when you jump, or when you swing your net in midair, you'll keep moving forwards the whole time. You need to act accordingly. As you imagine, the Jellyfish net lets us catch jellyfish. Ah! I was missing one, come on. Of course, I can't have my boots equipped when I have the Jellyfish net out, so... Doing this is kind of awkward. I'm just not used to platforming without the boots at this point. The jumps are so small. That was worse. Oh, okay, I jumped when I'm supposed to be in a cutscene. Now, like I said, I hadn't practiced this, so I didn't have anything memorized, like the path I should be taking or anything like that. You do need to actually have your... crap. Whatever indeed, Spongebob. You do need to actually have your net touch the jellyfish instead of your body. Hit detection's actually pretty decent on this. Well, it's decent in that if any part of your net touches the jellyfish, you'll actually pick up the jellyfish, rather than any part of your body touching the jellyfish meaning you get the jellyfish. But so you form your own opinion on that, I guess. But ow! I inflate with anger. Just need to be able to jump in a certain way by swinging this net. Swing the net while jumping just screws up momentum in a really weird way that you kind of have to get used to. Come on. Kind of like resets your momentum. Like if you're not moving forwards and you swing your net, or pressing forwards and you swing your net, you'll just stop moving forwards entirely. And if you are moving forwards, or if you are pressing forwards and you swing your net, you'll come on! If you are pressing forwards when you swing your net, you'll go full speed the entire time. I also think you might actually move faster when you're swinging your net in midair. Oh, come on, why didn't I? This is why I practice. It's easy to not realize that a decent amount of off-screen time can go into a random given Let's Play. Damn it. I need to make that jump if I want to actually do this on time. I like that the minigames are at least somewhat challenging. Actually do a decent job of teaching you how to, I'm tempted to use save states at this point to save time. It's not like I'm losing lives or anything. But, I think that actually does force you to kind of adequately master this whole thing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Don't know if that's gonna work out or not. There we go. I don't know why I didn't already have my jellyfishing net with me, but whatever. But yeah, so now I can actually use my jellyfishing net to catch jellyfish, which I consider to be the least useful item in the entire game, since you have many other ways of disposing of jellyfish. Well, just use a normal bubble, or either use a normal bubble, use a strong bubble, or you just avoid the darn thing. It's not that much of an... It's like an inconvenient. It's more of a matter of convenience than anything. So, whereas the karate glove doesn't actually do much for you, aside from maybe sparing you from having to use a strong bubble for a couple of small blocks you might want to destroy, and that's pretty much it. The karate glove does, but I always want to get the boots first because being able to run around quickly is fun and nice and convenient, and being able to jump higher makes things a lot easier on many occasions, as I've demonstrated throughout the entirety of this game at this point. But anyhow, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman for the GBA. In the next episode, we're going to head on into actually what might be my least favorite level. Well, I don't know if I like this less or rock bottom less. This one sucks. Anyways, I'll let you guys see it for yourselves next episode. And then we're gonna be on our way to finishing the game. We seriously might finish the game next episode, depending on how long this level takes. Might just do this level and then the boss next episode, and then the last episode will be the final level in its entirety. But you guys will see that when it comes. So I bid you farewell, and I will see you guys next time. See ya! Sundrop says bye too, through laughs. Bye.